Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, before we get into the review, I have some amazing news. I'm probably gonna, if you watch my videos, you'll probably see me announce this in every video until it's over and done with. But I have some amazing news. Um, I will be going live with Dr. Heavenly Wednesday. At 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Her time is 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it'll be 5 here, 6 there. And this is going to take place this upcoming Wednesday, January the 29th. Okay. And we will be discussing Married to Medicine. So I'm very, very, very excited. Yeah. Again, I'm probably going to be mentioning this in every video that I do up until Wednesday. So, just an FYI. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the Real Housewives of Potomac, baby. Listen, we just going to talk. Okay, we just going to talk. We just going to talk. Let's just start out with Mia. So, okay, we'll start off where it left off with the girls basically confronting Mia about the information that they have regarding G and Mia and the paternity of their son. Mia says that she just found out a week ago, which I can believe that because Gordon told Ray that he hid the information from Mia for about 2 weeks. So I can believe that she just found out. I have a lot to say about this situation. Just wait for me. Sometimes I'm a little long-winded. Mia is standing on big business. Stacy tells Mia that she needs to clarify what's going on. She needs to basically let the girls know. And Mia said, I ain't got to clarify nothing. Girl, I ain't got to clarify nothing about my kids now. We have to be fair. Mia, you are the ones who got these women involved in the paternity of your son. And if we're going to be honest, like I've been screaming from the mountaintop, I'm going to say it again. G is also involved in this stunt in this show. So if y'all are going to drag Mia and Mia being a bad mother and not protecting her son, then you also need to drag G because G was just mic'd up again last week with Ray talking about the paternity of his son. The same way y'all feel as though Mia should have shut it down when before it even became a storyline is the same way you need to feel the same way about Gordon. But again, Gordon is mic'd up, signing consent forms, doing scenes independent of the ladies, talking about the paternity of his son. If Mia is not a good mother, then Gordon is not a good father. Because what is he doing to protect the innocence of his child, of his son? You see what I'm saying? I've been screaming from the get-go. They both stunt queens, if you ask me. But anyways, Stacy says that she needs to clarify. Mia says she ain't got to clarify nothing. Now, with everything that I just said, it does not take away from the fact that Mia, you have kind of put these women in the middle of your family business pertaining to the paternity of your son. So naturally, I feel like anybody would have questions. Girl, I didn't come knocking on your door about your business. Girl, you came and knocked on ours and told us. You see what I'm saying? And then in this type of group, you have to also, Mia knows that girl, now it's not necessarily about them being concerned. Now they have something to throw in your face. You know what I'm saying? Girl, you want to talk about the paternity of your son, so let's talk about it. So why you ain't told us that you found out that Gordon was a daddy? Now, the way that Karen did it, people could argue, Mia could argue, but it doesn't take away from, girl, you did put them in your business in a way. Like, even if Gordon was the one who kind of mentioned it on the show at first, from my understanding, Mia, it's not like you just it isn't like you shut it down. You see what I'm saying? So, anyways, Mia says that she doesn't have to clarify anything when it has to do with her son. When it has to do with her kids. She told Stacey to her face, do you have to prove that Annabella is your husband's child? Do you have to clarify that? She said, does Karen need to clarify that Ravens is Ray's child? And that's questionable. I said, wait a minute, baby girl. Because Ray just did say last week that before Karen had Raven, Karen tried to pull a stunt in the show and let Ray know that, girl, you know that blue eyes and green eyes run in my family. Hey, and Ray said no, they don't. I think that was Ray's a way of letting us know that Karen been opening her legs to Mr. Blue Eyes. So Mia wasn't too far off with her saying that, girl, and even Raven's paternity is questionable based off what your husband kind of threw out there last week. For some reason, Wendy feels that Stacey needs to pick a side because Stacey's I can't think of the word. I really lost my train of thought. Girl, let me turn this TV off. Okay. I'm looking at the TV. I'm trying to. Stacey is basically saying that Karen should have took a different approach if she wanted to, talk to me about what was happening with her child. That's what I got from Stacey. Wendy's, for whatever reason, felt like Stacey needed to choose a side. Karen feels like Stacey didn't stand up for her. Whoa, 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 whoa. If we're gonna be honest about it, Karen, you were just a few inches away from Mia. You heard what Mia was saying. Stacey didn't have to say nothing to defend you. And if we're gonna be honest about it, hell, Mia started wrapping Stacey up first, telling her, "I don't owe nobody nothing." Just like you ain't got to tell nobody who was Arabella's, Annabella's, Bella's. I don't know the little girl that Bella's, who her daddy is. You see, so for them to act like Karen was nowhere in the vicinity, that she was on the other side of town, and Stacey just sat there while Mia was dog walking Karen, it's BS. Karen got more mouth than everybody in that group. Karen can handle Mia if she wanted to really handle Mia. Stacey, in that moment, did not have to stand up for Karen. Karen was right there. And the same thing that Mia said about Karen, hell, she said about Stacey. If Stacey didn't say nothing about Mia saying what she said about her, then why would she turn around and have to defend Karen? And again, with Karen standing right there beside them. Karen wasn't even in the other room. Girl, they were still all in that little section. I said, Wendy, you gonna get enough for trying to run the Karen's defense, especially what we saw at the end of this episode with Stacey letting us know that Karen low key been dog walking your ass too. Ashley, she has her drag show. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was kind of like, oh, Ashley really has her family down to the gay bar. You know what I'm saying? While she's putting on a performance. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I'm not gonna. It was kind of awkward a little bit that Ashley literally pulled both of her titties all the way out. The only thing Ashley had on was pasties, and I'm like, her uncle there, her aunt is there, her mama's there, like, and her titties just out. I said, oh. That's that white side of Ashley, because ain't no black girl doing no shit like that. Anyways, so let's talk about Kay. We gotta talk about Kay. Some of you A lot of you probably are going to be surprised at what I'm about to say. Hey! Some of you are probably going to be surprised at what I'm about to say. I will say this much. I thought that Giselle did a good job of if Giselle wasn't such a mean girl at her core, Giselle really could be the matriarch of this group. She really could be. Because Giselle can give some solid advice. Giselle is basically telling Kay that don't get with no man who's gonna dim your light. If you can't stand in your full, your whole full self and be the bad girl, the bad inch that you are, then girl, let it go. I was with Giselle with the advice that she was giving Kay. I was like, come on, Giselle. And it's probably also kind of based off of Giselle and the life that she had with Jamal. And they say with age comes wisdom. We know that's not necessarily true, but Giselle is in a situation where she can give solid sound advice sometimes. I like the advice that she gave Kate. Okay, so Kate and this man Greg. This is what it comes down to. Kay feels as though she has accepted all the things that come with Greg. And what I felt like Kay was trying to say without saying it is you got 3 kids, an ex-wife, right? And I've accepted all of that. Well, guess what, Kay? Ain't nobody told you had to accept a goddamn thing. You did it on your own. And now Kay is expecting some reciprocity when it comes to what she wants him to accept, how she wants him to show up for her, which is basically being a part of this show. Based off what has been mentioned on this show, Greg does not want to be on reality TV. I'm with Greg on this one. This small part. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you. I got a lot to say on this part. I understand that if Kay wants to say she has bent over backwards for Greg and all that good stuff, I do think it's a tad bit different when you are expecting somebody to bend over backwards for you and be on reality TV. Like that's the bend over backwards that you want from me. Like everybody does not want to be on reality TV. Everybody does not want a camera in their face. I could see how that could cause a little division within someone's relationship. Reality TV is not the same thing as me going to your job for a Christmas party and having to fake the funk with some of your coworkers who I don't like and who you don't like. You see what I'm saying? I can show up to your job if I have to for a gala. I can show up to your job for a dinner. But you want like Greg, I feel like because he does not want to be on this show, I think in that aspect, I think that he is doing the best that he can. That man does not want to be on this show. And I don't blame him. Everybody does not want to be on reality TV. And so now I'm trying to show you that I'm supporting you by doing something that I really, really don't want to do. And now I have to open up about my feelings and talk about our relationship on TV, right? Knowing how we can get, including me, we pick apart these people's lives, right? Everybody don't want to deal with that. They don't. Kay, I don't know if you're coming back next season. Girl, please don't risk your relationship over no married to medicine. I mean, married to medicine over no Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, We have come to the conclusion that a lot of the girls get on reality TV as their exit plan to get out of these relationships. So maybe this is Kay's plan all along, to get on reality TV, do a little 1-2, and then get out that relationship with Greg, because I really don't want to be here anyways. I don't know. But Kay also has her own business that she says is on autopilot. I think that it's not my stilo. I wouldn't do it. But like I've said this, I'm about to stop having so much understanding, even for the women, because y'all get with these men, and these men tell y'all exactly who they are. Kay knows that the man she lays down with is misogynistic and sexist. Kay knows that man wants, shout out to Erica De Niro TV. Kay knows that man wants a mattress, a maid, and a mule, and she still got her ass over there. Greg, it sounds like he is very clear in what he wants. So at some point, I can't even keep looking at Greg. I can look at Greg crazy because he's a misogynistic piece of shit. But past that, it ain't no surprise. You know what you're getting into. You know what you're getting into. You know the man you lay down with. Girl, you really are you? Girl, listen. I think kids are a beautiful thing. I do. My sister got 3 kids and a stepson. Are you really ready to be the stepmom of the 3 kids? Because I'm gonna tell you what's about to happen, Miss K. If you watch my channel, as soon as you say I do, Greg gonna expect breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And when those kids come over, I don't know how old those kids are. I don't know if they're grown ass women or teenagers or toddlers. I don't know. But if they really can't do for themselves, you expect Greg to be the type of man where he expects breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You think you're not going to be having to go in there and cook every day for those kids? Because I refuse to believe that if a grown ass man can't feed himself, he damn sure ain't worried about them goddamn children. You see what I'm saying? If Kay was not in the picture, he would probably go to McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Subway. He might go in the kitchen to cook a little 1-2. But if you're there, that's going to stop, because that becomes your job to make sure that you feed the household. So now, not only are you stepping into a role of his wife, but you're also stepping into the role of being the stepmama, feeding him and feeding those kids. So instead of you cooking 2 pork chops, girl, 3 pork chops, but you're gonna be cooking about 7 or 8. Okay, which means you're gonna be in the kitchen a little bit longer. Instead of you buying 1 Christmas gift for Greg, now you gotta buy 4 Christmas gifts. Plus your mamas, your brothers, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, whomever. You see what I'm saying? Everything you're gonna have to start adding 3 more. Girl, Christmas presents, 3 more birthday presents, 3 more graduation presents, 3 more the tooth fairy done came. You see what I'm saying? I don't think people think about that when they get into relationships. I don't think people think about that when they get into relationships with kids. It's just not you and him. Your money is now sometimes going to go towards probably Christmas gifts. If he's short, he might expect you to pick up a little bit of the slack now that these are your 3 stepchildren. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is, like, it's not in defense of Greg, but it sounds like Greg is very clear in what he wants from a wife. And Kay, either you gonna get in line and be the mattress, the maid, and the mule, or you gonna get your shit and get the fuck up out of Dodge. He already, didn't she say something about did she say something about he wants to retire her but doesn't want to pay her? She said something like that last week. I can't remember. He already don't want you working. He wants you really at his job so he can tell you what to do. I don't know what Kay is gonna do. I don't. I think it's weird, and I get it because y'all want a man. But Kay has now got. Kay is a woman that has goals and aspirations, and this is the thing, right? Listen, before, before, well, some of y'all, because Disney did a number on some of y'all, but before you probably even had dreams of Prince Charming, there are people out there who wanted to be a ballerina, a doctor, a scientist. And I will never understand for the life that flows through my body. How do you let all of your goals and dreams and aspirations go because of a motherfucking nigga? I would tell the same thing to a man. How do you have these dreams and goals since you were a little boy or a little girl and you meet someone and they tell you I want you to be my wife and cook and clean, you're just like, okay. And you just let all that go? Some shit that you had in your head before you even knew this person even existed. I wish the fuck I would. I wish I would give up what I want to do with my life in order to be in a relationship. Count me out. Get somebody else to do it. Good luck to y'all. Okay, good luck, girl. What you gonna do, sister? If you gonna be the mattress that made on a mule, or you gonna let that nigga go? Girl, get somebody else to do it because I can't do it. I got goals. And I can't be over here taking care of you and these kids during the summertime, during Christmas break, and also trying to get my shit together. It's not like he's a Eddie where he's trying to back you up and cut you $50,000 checks for your business. he trying to, you know. Again, I think that Greg is trying to be supportive the best way he can when it comes to this reality TV thing. I do think he is. Because Greg don't want to be on reality TV. But girl, this is not promised. So let's say Kay doesn't make it next season, or she only lasts for 3 or 4 seasons. Are you really gonna be okay with being the mattress, the maid, and the mule for the rest of your life? Y'all say y'all get married for life. Anyways, girl, let's move on, girl. It is what it is. I don't care. Gordon and Ink and Mia, girl, I don't care. At this point, it's kind of pointless to talk about Mia and Ink because they broke up. You know what I wish? That reality TV stars, they tried to. I know that like Mia and Ink broke up, and we know that in real time. It's kind of like now we're watching this show of them, and it's like it doesn't even matter because y'all broke up. Like Ink and Mia were having a conversation about Mia not being able to set boundaries. Ink, shut up. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people, can I say something? Like, girl, y'all get into these relationships and the door don't even be closed. Girl, the door don't even, girl, the door be wide open. Ink got with Mia in the midst of her not even really just like separated from her husband at the point, right? Like they were still living together. I mean, you can be separated and still live together. But and now, like, I don't know. And now Ink is complaining about Mia not having any boundaries. Nigga, you acting like you got with Mia and everything was good to go. Mia and G was still dealing with each other to a certain degree. And here you come. And now you mad because Mia hasn't set any boundaries. What you thought was gonna happen? That's why y'all gotta stop getting into situations when the shit ain't really, the ink ain't dry, ain't nobody divorced, because they living in the same building, and you come in thinking that you about to shake some shit up. No. And look who's still in the picture, Gordon. Gordon ain't going nowhere because Gordon is the baby daddy. And guess who out of the picture now? Ink. Anyways, Stacey and Ashley. Ashley, Stacey. I just want to talk about Stacey. Stacey is a goddamn fool if I ever seen one. Stacey's telling Ashley that she waived her right to child support. And Ashley was like, why'd you do that? Girl. She said, why'd you do that? And she was like, what if he gets married again? And she was like, no, I just know that. I know my marriage. I know my husband. Listen, I was listening to Gabor. Shout out to Andrew Gabor. He went live earlier. And he made a good point. And I have to 1000% agree. Let's just give an example that Stacey receives spousal support. If Stacey is receiving, say, $15,000 a month in spousal support, her husband is not going to give her anything additional if she says Arabella needs X, Y, and Z. Because he's going to look at it as though, bitch, that $15,000 going to have to be enough to cover for you and Arabella. Even though he will still need to put on and help with Arabella while she's there. Listen, Stacey gonna have Arabella, whatever her name is, 75% of the time. She said throughout the whole school year. Then the motherfucker gonna only be getting that girl 2 months, the summertime. Okay? The rest of the time, she's gonna be with Stacey. So even if Stacey is responsible for half of Arabella while she's with her, you're still responsible for the other half because I'm going to have her well over the majority of the time. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you should have been getting spousal support and child support. The spousal support is for me. The child support is for your child. The same way Sutton got her ass over there getting $350,000 a month in spousal support plus child support, and she let us know last season she got a bump, an increase in the child support. Girl, one ain't got nothing to do with the other. And that man is not going to be giving Stacey whatever dollar amount she's getting in spousal support. And just like Ashley said in her confessional, Stacey is unemployed. That man is not going to be giving her X amount of dollars. And then if she asks him for assistance with Arabella, he going to give her some extra money. And don't let the motherfucker get into a relationship. Girl, it's definitely not going to happen. You sitting here saying that he gonna take care of Arabella. He might, but fuck around and let that motherfucker have 2 or 3 more kids. Everybody's looking at Stacey like she crazy. You ain't gotta listen to me. I ain't got no kids. I ain't never been through no divorce. But all the other girls are looking at you like, girl, what are you talking about? But Stacey thinks she know her husband. This is the same man who didn't even tell you he had shit under your social security number. Didn't Stacey say when she went to mediation, she found out that she had shit in her name that she didn't even know about? Stacey is a fool. Ashley basically said that if Michael doesn't get on board with the divorce, he doesn't basically want Ashley to talk about him. He already told us that. I mean, not he. She told us that. And that's basically what's holding. If I was Ashley, you got me fucked up. What if I want to write a book? You mean to tell me I can't talk about you? And especially with you being a big part of this show at one point? Absolutely not. I wouldn't do it either. So Ashley said if he doesn't make up his mind, then I guess it's something that you do where you can go public, and then you can either say irreconcilable differences, or you can give the real reason of why you're getting a divorce. And she said it could be damaging to either party, or I said, ooh. If I was Ashley, I wouldn't budge on that either. No. I hope Ashley been saving her coin. Like I always say, Ashley ain't. I mean, quiet as it's kept, ain't none of the girls except for Dr. Wendy just give you fashion and they're like, what that Dr. Wendy be dressing her ass off. But Ashley definitely does not give you. She doesn't give you a fashion girl. She doesn't. Not even fashion girl. Not even designer. Just fashion. Because you could be a fashion girl and not wear designer. Hello. But Ashley doesn't give you designer nor fashion. Okay. So I'm hoping, and with Ashley being someone who's been on this show for 9 seasons, I'm sure Ashley makes well over $1 million. I'm assuming she does anyways. And because she doesn't really, Ashley really doesn't spend her money on a lot of stuff. I'm hoping Ashley just been stacking her coin. I'm hoping. Because girl, what else you no shade. What else the fuck you spending your money on? Cause it ain't no clothes. Girl, Miss Thing gonna give us an old nasty Forever 21. I got you, Charlotte Roos tea. Rue 21. You know what I'm saying? She might go to, she might go to Foley's. Foley's ain't around. Girl, I just told y'all my age. Foley's ain't around no more. Girl, did she give you Foley's fish, Macy's? You know what I'm saying? She might go to Nordstrom. And she look like she'll go to the BP section. She damn sure ain't going to via NDC. I mean Indy. What's the department name in Nordstrom? Indy via C. She damn sure ain't going to the designer section. Anyways, Kay and what's the name? They go to a restaurant. Girl, she tried to pick. Girl, she was trying to get him to open up in the car. Greg was over it. I don't know what's gonna happen. Girl, they got to they got to that restaurant. Greg couldn't even open up the restaurant door. He was so goddamn. Open up the door, bitch. Oh girl, oh girl, oh girl, oh girl, oh girl, oh girl. Karen. Stacy's having this. She's having an event for dogs. Y'all already know, girl. It would have been a no for me. For the girls who don't know, I do not fool with dogs at all. I don't give a damn the size, the breed. I don't care. I do not fool with dogs. So as soon as she would even want to send the invitation out, it would have been a no for me. Girl, it ain't nothing. Girl, I can't make it. I'm not sitting in the audience. I don't want to be nowhere where no dog is at. I don't give a damn if they on a leash. I don't want to go. Baby, the only house I'm going to with dogs is my sister. The dog's pretty much scared of me. Because I done did so much hollering and stomping and kicking. Okay. They see me, they start running. Girl, here she go. Girl, they look up, there she go. They take off running. Okay. Fucking bitches. They get on my nerves. Okay. Oh, I do not like dogs. Anyways, so Karen basically tells Stacy that she can't attend due to Stacy's comments and actions at Ashley's event. Again, Stacy ain't did shit wrong because whatever Mia said about you, Karen, she said to Stacy to her face, and you heard her. Stacey doesn't have to take this is where Karen is getting on my nerves because I get that Karen is well respected within this group. She is. But Karen, in the same breath, girl, you still a grown ass woman. And you can open up your mouth and take up for yourself. Karen is just not this timid woman who can't defend herself. Karen will wrap these bitches up, girl, with her mouth closed. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So for all of a sudden, girl, you think Stacey should have to come to your defense? So then Giselle comes to they're at Vivian's shop trying on dresses. So then Giselle comes and Wendy says, Wendy says she expects Stacey to take up for Karen. And I put no. Stacey is not at fault. Why does she need to take up for Karen over some shit that Karen heard? And again, Mia said the same thing about Stacey that she said about Karen. Did Karen stand up for Stacey? So I put Giselle sounds dumb as fuck. She basically tries to tell Stacey that Stacey should have. When I tell you, girl, this was girl, can't. In a nutshell, Giselle tried to tell Stacey that Stacey was inconsiderate. She was wrong for going to Vivian and telling the girls to come to Vivian's shop to look for dresses, being that Karen was the one who brought Vivian within the group. Stacey says, girl, boo, I knew Vivian before I knew Karen. So why the hell do I need permission from Karen to hang out with Vivian or tell y'all to come to Vivian's shop? Karen, Giselle is basically trying to say because Karen is the one who brought Vivian into the show. She was introduced to the show. She didn't say this, but this is what she's saying. She was the one who introduced Vivian into the show. I don't give a damn. I was still out show and all. I still knew Vivian before. This is that high school. This is that high school, aka college shit that Giselle be on. Giselle, do you hear yourself? You are literally standing in a group of women who are 40 and 50 and probably 60, I don't know, telling a grown-ass woman that she needs permission from another grown-ass woman to basically be friends with another grown-ass woman, and this grown woman knew the other grown woman before she knew her. What type of shit am I listening to? Girl, I said, girl, Stacey says that, you know, Karen doesn't want to participate, and because basically she invited, I guess she, you know, made plans for the girls to meet up with Vivian and didn't go through Karen. And she says Mia called her a drunk, a cheater. Kay said she was on Ozempic. Girl, and now she's mad at me because of that. And it was also that Stacey didn't defend Karen in front of Mia with Mia. And then she said, then Giselle tells her, I was actually shocked. I didn't think you were into charities. And then she said, why would you think that? She said, you didn't donate to mine. Now listen, as you can see, I am on the Instagram page of G&A Apparel. The last date that they posted was on March the 17th, 2024. We have a post before that was posted on December the 14th, 2023. We also have an upcoming post that was of Miss Jizzy on December the 9th, 2023. A pair of socks that was posted December the 7th, 2023. When you try and click on the website, it brings up nothing but the site security certificate is not trusted. I don't see anything for the Cancer Association. As far as I'm concerned, that $15,000 that was raised was to try and send Jizzy's kids to school and also to put a couple of pennies in Dylan and Dean's piggy bank. Where is the money in the site, Jizzy and Ashley? Giselle, as far as I'm concerned, what charity? Because it sounds like to me, girl, I'm not even gonna play this game with Giselle and Ashley. It's giving, girl. You still fussing about $15,000? A website that probably ain't even up a girl working and running. Oh. So Wendy and Eddie. Wendy is basically being invited to the White House, and she's also going to interview Karine Jean Pierre. I think it's Jean Pierre. She was a White House press secretary. So shout out to Wendy for doing big things. All the other girls being invited to interview the White House press secretary. Oh, okay. Mia and Stacey meet up, and Stacey basically is on her revenge tour. She says, since these hoes want to play in my face, let me play in theirs. So she tells Mia that when she met up with Karen, she specifically told her to avoid Mia. And she said that Mia is not the Potomac way. They want to tell you Mia was wrapping Karen up. She said, is it the Potomac way to be a drunk swinging from bar stools? I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. She said, is it the Potomac way to crash your car into trees and get repeated DUIs? I said, wait a minute. Hey. You know you make me want to kick my heels up and throw my hair back in. Come on now. Woo! Woo! I said, oh, Mia, yes, girl. And then she said, I haven't done any of that. So what is it to be Potomac? And then she said she also told her that she shouldn't be friends with Wendy and that she's completely self-absorbed and out of her and out for herself. And honey, they did a girl they did a quick run over to Wendy's scene with Eddie and Wendy is sitting there just gassing Karen up. Talking about she wants Karen to, accompany her to the White House because, Karen, you know, that farm was some slaves or some stuff. That farm Karen had, and now we're going to the White House, and the slaves built the White House also. Not the same slaves, but not the same slaves, but slaves built the White House too. And I just thought that it would be a full circle moment to invite Karen with me. And this is the one who you telling Mia and telling Stacy and coming to her defense and Karen dragging your ass. Because quiet as this kept, Karen never saw for your ass anyways. Let me go back. No, I said the wrong thing. Karen never saw it for your black ass anyways. I said it. Karen never saw it for your black ass anyways. Because as far as what they said, Karen said you didn't fit the aesthetic of the group. And she wasn't even impressed with your resume. And this is coming from somebody, girl. I remember they asked Karen to talk about a job she worked, and all Karen talked about on her resume was working at Taco Bell. Girl, I'll say what in the fuck. And this is the same person who said she was not impressed by Dr. Wendy. I'm talking about a bitch that got 4 degrees, was a professor, girl, a political commentator, girl, husband, kids. Bitch, you talking about you're not impressed? What you impressed by? G&A? What you impressed by? Mia? Because you introduced her to the group. What you impressed by, Ashley? Anyways, Wendy, you gonna get enough, baby? But that friendship between Wendy and Karen was only to benefit both of them anyways. I think Wendy started to really think that Karen was her friend. Karen ain't your friend, girl. I already told y'all what it was about Wendy and what time is it? Okay. Girl, I gotta go to Target. It's 10:41. They close at midnight. Anyways, Karen, I already told y'all. I mean, not Karen. What was I about to say? I was about to talk about their friendship and how it was beneficial for both of them because Wendy wanted to be liked by the fans and Karen was on an island by herself. Go back to season 5 when none of them bitches fucking with Karen at their reunion. And when Monique left, Karen was by herself. Wendy had just came in. She wanted to be liked by the fans and Karen was going to be iced out. So she teamed up with Wendy. And now Karen thinks that Wendy, girl, I don't really need you anymore. Hey, get into that thing. We're going to talk about it next week. Anyways, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.